Johnny, thank you. Wow, people on already. That was very quick. Yeah, I just got here a couple of seconds ago, and I'm getting set up with some coffee right now. So, Sawadee Kap, everybody. Sawadee Kap, Sawadee Kap. Yindi Ton Rap, Su Chong Sakot Malan. เป็นยังไงเป็นไงบ้าง Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. How's everybody doing? The first thing I'm going to do before I get into where I am and what's going on, I should sit over here. The light's better. Yeah, it's a little better here. Is go over the list of people who help my channel. I haven't done this in a while, so yeah, let me just read real quick. Thank you to Mr. Dowlow, Puya, Carnival Chronicles, CJ Digital Life, Andy Stubbs, Vixter, Beeson, Mr. Mitch, TKO Sam, John S., Carlos, David Alexander, Stephen K., Fire Dude, John From, Ryan M., Patrick Troy, JRD8526, Richard Gallagher, where is he? Raymond, Suwon, Patia Bob, Two Minds, Mr. Allen, Tim Mays, Johnny Siam, thank you, Johnny. Mindy Corcoran, Mike Clinton, Charles Allison, Lee, Tony7682, Henry McIver, Mr. Billy Ray, Jim Urardi, Carl Gennaro, Soy Dog Cowboy, Dimitri, Richard, Bilal, VLK Udantani, Christopher Miller, David Jordan, Ralph Stewart, and Alan Pafafli. I don't know how to say that, but so thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. If you'd like to help show your appreciation, you can always just click the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Look down in the description. And today, from today until tomorrow at midnight, use the code AIB10 and take off 10% from all apparel on my website at americaninbangkok.com. So, you know, I've been living here for about 28 years, which makes me feel old, but the owner of this place and his son, but the owner of his place has been in Thailand since 1983. So he's been here a long time. When they're here longer than me, I'm like, okay, great, you know. But his son is here. He's running the place. His name is Chris, and we'll meet him in a minute. And the name of the place where I am is I'm taking it, it's IDK for I don't know.
Yes, sir.
So if you forget the name of the cafe, just think to yourself, I don't know, and you should be able to remember it. IDK Cafe. It's Silom Siri Square, and I have the address down below in the description. And also his social media. So everything is down there. But let's just take a quick look here. They're just getting started here. They got a nice set of coffee machines here, but they opened up a week ago. This is Chris.
Hi.
He is the son of Mr. Andy Francis.
That's me.
There we go. And this is
This is May.
May. Hello, May. Sawadee Kap.
My sister.
The assistant. Now, is upstairs? Is there a place upstairs or not? Not yet. No.
Upstairs is
No.
just, rooms.
Okay. So they got some, you know, some goodies here. So I'll probably. You have the lemon.
Yeah.
The lemon cake. I'll take a lemon cake. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna have a lemon cake. We got a coffee right here. Wonderful. Which I'm gonna have right now. The coffee I got at home recently. I bought some cheap coffee. It was 55 baht for 250 grams. Hey, Andy, how you doing? All right. Yeah, very, very nice. But I bought some coffee. It was like 55 baht. I'm like, you know what? This can't be good. But it was like, it was from Vietnam. I figured I can't go wrong with 55 baht. At first, I thought, oh, it tastes good. It smells good. It's kind of a chocolate flavor. But now I'm like kind of sick of it, so I'm gonna have to get some coffee. So we got a nice. I love this stuff. The lemon cake. We got some lemon cake here. We got a nice espresso. It's very good. What kind of coffee is this?
It's from Chiang Rai.
It's from Chiang Rai. Okay.
Specialty grade.
Specialty grade. All right. Yeah, it's very good. So that's where we are right now, and we are in the area. Let me think here. What's close to here? There is a hostel here. There's a couple of hostels around here, but it's kind of near Surasak. It's between Surasak and Silom Road. St. Louis. I was gonna go to St. Louis Hospital, and then I thought, why am I gonna go to St. Louis Hospital? I'll take the exit of. I'll take the exit from Silom. And then I thought, you know what? This is what we're going to talk about right now, for now at least. You know, I had planned to take public transportation. I'm like, I gotta start doing this more. And then I thought about it. I would have had to take a Songtao or a motorbike from my house to the Mall Bangkok. Then I would have had to take a bus to the subway. Then I would have taken the subway to Silom. Then I would have went on the SkyTrain. The SkyTrain I would have got off on what's that? Silom Station. And I just started figuring it out, and I thought it's going to take me 2.5, 3 hours to do all this. If I don't catch the right trains, and I just thought, you know what? I'll get the inline taxi, in-driver. And guess what? There's no taxis available. And Grab wanted like 400 baht. And I'm like, there's no way. Grab has bumped up their prices way up. And it's, it depends on where you want to go. But a lot of the time, it's just not worth it. That's why I've been using in-driver. But I just ended up walking out to the road from my house, which I don't usually do. And I caught a taxi, and it still cost... What was it? It was 225 baht plus another 70 and 50, 120 baht. So it's about 350 baht, 345 baht, which is, $11, $10.50. So it cost a bit more, but I didn't have any problem getting here, and I knew this is in a little like business complex, and I suspect once everything is back in full swing, that it'll be very busy. All right, so let me see what you guys are saying here. Hello, Jim. Hello, Henry. Hello, Brawley Khan. Hello, Andy Bangkok ChitChat. Which I was going to say, if you want to, now that I remember it off the top of my head, Andy, and not so much Chris, but Andy has a YouTube channel, Bangkok ChitChat. You should go visit him over there. He's also got Instagram and Facebook at IDK Cafe BKK. And IDK, good name. I don't know. It's the I Don't Know Cafe. It's a specialty coffee from Chiang Rai, and it is very good. So, and it's it's nice that his son is here because it makes me think of my son, who's 10 years younger than him. So your father's Australian?
English.
He's English.
English.
Oh, I thought he was an Aussie. Okay, so
We just got an order in from a lineman, so we just quickly do it.
okay, no worries, no worries, no worries. Yeah, so it's like I said, they're getting the place up and running. They're gonna have their sign guy come out today. It's next to the, I don't know if you can see it here, the Chamberlain Hostel. And this is a whole row. I should walk out here actually and just show you guys. It's a whole row of. See, there's a hostel right there. AT Nest Hostel. And then this is a whole row of, there's restaurants and what is that down there? Yeah, it looks like another restaurant. This is a hostel right here. Printing laser stuff or whatever, laser center. I don't know what that one is. It looks like, oh, that's a spa right there. So that's great. It's a good location. So this is the address right here, 1041/5. Soy Silom 21, Tanon Silom. So you should be able to find it. It does show up. It does show up in. It shows up in the in the map on Google Maps. It shows up. It shows up everywhere. All right, I'm gonna take a bite of this this lemon because I can't resist. This is a big double espresso, which I do appreciate. Actually, yeah, it is a little bit close to Sarni's. It's on the way to the Chao Phraya. And I did see when I was looking for this place, I go, oh, well, Sarni's is maybe, I don't know how long by walking, but maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes walk from here. Man, this looks good. Look at that. Mm-hmm. It's filled with yummy sugar. That's nice. That goes in the bloopers reel. This is really good. I always love this stuff. You know I'm not going to stop eating it. What is near here? I think the Mahanakon, what is it? Mahanakon Tower? That's close by? So the tower is nearby. The hospital is nearby, St. Louis Hospital. There's a handful of things in this area here. There's the temple, the Hindu temple. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but I had it written down and I didn't bring it with me. It starts with an M. It's like Maimarat or something, Maimara or something like that. There's a Hindu temple, and down the street from there is the what do you call it? The Burmese embassy. Yeah, that's down the street, not far too down from here. So it's in a convenient area. Once you're out in this neck of the woods. Soy Dog Cowboy, what's happening? Yeah, it's near Labua Tower also. That's what I was trying to remember, actually. Oh yeah, this is good. There's something I was thinking about, and I got into a little disagreement with one of my friends. It's not so much about tipping. It's more about helping someone in need. And it's basically about somebody who is rather well known sees a girl on the beach. Two girls on the beach, Western girls, like British backpackers. There's an old woman with, like, you know, a stick over her back. She's lugging around eggs and water and everything she can. You know, she's like 65, 70 years old. And the water is like, she's asking like 20 baht. And the girls are like, no, no, no. You give to me for 10 baht. You give to me for 10 baht. And the guy was complaining. He's like, listen, they're quibbling about 10 baht with this lady. The poor lady's out there sweating, breaking her back. And well, that's not really their, you know, it's not their responsibility to make sure that that woman is taken care of course. But when do you just say, listen, you know, in order just to be kind, I'm not going to quibble about the 10 baht. And I think there's a difference between that and like tipping. You know, you don't want to overpay. You don't want to give a taxi driver 100 baht when the fare is 43 baht. I mean, you can, but most of the time there's no reason to do that. You don't have to. Yeah, you know, I don't really know what my point is, but it does make you think a little bit. That sometimes, you know, there's some people that are here that are just way too cheap when it comes to their willingness to pay for things. And I don't mean that you go into a place and somebody goes, hey, this chicken is 20 baht for a Thai and it's 100 baht for a foreigner. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about dual pricing. I'm talking about, you know, you got some old lady that breaking her neck to serve something. And I remember seeing a video in Nepal about a lady who was complaining, a Western lady, a British lady who was complaining about the price of tea. And she was complaining about something like 15 cents. And the Nepalese woman got pissed and started running after her with a machete saying, you know, you don't want to pay me, get out of here, get out of my shop. And all that makes me, makes me think about, you don't want to overpay. You don't want to be taken advantage of. But if some woman is out breaking her back, and she goes, it's 20 baht. You don't always have to quibble to get the best price. Sometimes you just give it to them. If it helps their life, if 10 baht helps their life, and again, I'm not saying you need to overpay all the time or anything like that. You know, if it's some lady and you know, she's selling chicken, she's standing there and she's very clearly got a brisk business and she just charges you more, then you might want to go, hey, well, the price right there says it's 30 baht, it's not 50. Okay, that's different. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes I'll see some taxi driver who, you know, it's some old guy, he's like 75 years old. You like wondered why he's still driving. Well, you know why he's driving, because he needs the money. Then it's like, okay, it's 82 baht. Do you give him the extra 18 baht? Or, you know, and I'm not saying be cheap. I mean, maybe you need the extra 10 baht because you need to take the boat back home or something. That's happened to me before. But if you got the extra money, is 18 baht going to kill you? If it is, you probably shouldn't be here. That's my point. That's my thought of the day. You know, there's a difference between being reasonable and trying to be a cheapskate. Nobody likes a cheapskate. And I actually had this conversation with my son where I was telling him, because he's known as being frugal, Alex. He's the one who, you know, he's always got money. He always saves his money. And I said to him, you know, don't be scared every once in a while if you go out with your friends to get him a drink or get him something. If you can afford it, you got the money, don't be a cheapskate. And so, again, that's my point of the day. So, Chris, what's it been like? Have you gone to the UK much?
So yeah, I went to the UK. Should I sit next to you?
No, that's okay. I got it.
So I went to the UK quite recent actually.
During
February.
Okay.
I was there for I was going to Paris, but I stopped over at the UK just to see my cousins.
Oh.
Empty.
Really?
Yeah, especially around Harrods.
Wow. So
You-
people they're not out and about
Well,
as much
I
as.
guess they also just recently had the law come out that tourists couldn't get the tax refund,
Oh, really?
so there weren't any tourists there.
So have you ever thought about living in the UK, or you don't want to, or?
I've definitely thought about it, and I've come to an answer of no.
That's pretty funny.
I prefer here, I guess.
Yeah.
The lifestyle, the things you get away with here. I guess.
Yeah, I was going to ask your father, like, what does he think? How is this place? Because I've been here, not quite as long as him, but what does he think the changes have been from, well, for you, say 30 years ago, but for him, 40 years ago, what are the changes that he's seen, the good and the bad? Because, like, for me, I see, like, what I always say is that the transportation infrastructure, especially in Bangkok, is extremely good. And it's getting better. They put 45 billion baht into the transportation system. So there's a lot of things that are going to be improving. Like the SkyTrain by my house in Bangkok.
Coming in front of your house now.
It's
right?
coming in front of my,
Yeah.
well, it's, very close,
Yeah,
5
same,
minutes
same.
walk from my house, 10 minutes walk from my house.
Like my dad's place as well. Same.
Yeah, so that's going to connect up with 6 other lines. And they've got it set up, like where did I go? I went to go meet somebody the other day, and I took the boat, the CASHAPP, the canal boat. I took that. I got off at the Asok exit, walked down to the MRT,
Yeah.
took it one stop, then I got on the SkyTrain, took that another stop, boom, got off, and I'm right there where I had to be.
Right.
So convenient now.
Yeah.
That's a major bonus of being in Bangkok because, the traffic is, it's
Nuts.
terrible.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's really bad. So
Although I'd say it's probably not any worse than London is.
No.
Like downtown.
no, and I actually looked to see some of the there is a list out that tells you
Who has the worst traffic?
who has the worst
I
traffic.
think it's Indonesia, isn't it? Jakarta.
I don't remember, but I know I was looking for Bangkok, and Bangkok was not in the top 10.
Yeah. It's not as bad.
But
as people
Manila,
say they
it's
are.
not as bad as like
Yeah.
Manila. No, but you always think it's bad because you're like sitting in traffic and you're going,
Yeah.
and sometimes it'll take you 30 minutes to get to a place, another time it'll take you an hour.
Yeah. Or
But-
2 hours.
You would know, like, the SkyTrain wasn't, well, I guess you were a kid, but the SkyTrain has just come into use from about 97 or 99.
Especially the first line, right?
Yeah. And I remember, going down Silom Road, and you're sitting there, and you're not that far away, and you just go, I'm getting out, because I can walk faster than the traffic.
Literally.
Literally. Now you have the SkyTrain, and the SkyTrain gets full sometimes, but it still provides. So that, for me, that's a really positive change. I don't know about, the negatives, but like the government, always the instability with the government is always something that people worry about.
I just can't get it. How come they have 2 completely different companies, but doing the same thing,
Yeah.
competing against each other? So you got the BTS, and then you got the MRT company.
Yeah, and have you been to Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not recently though. Since like.
Well,
before
they
COVID.
have the octopus card.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
can use that
Like
everywhere.
England, like England, Oyster card.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't even know they had that in
Yeah.
England. It's been a while since I've been there,
It's
but
the same idea, same concept.
why don't they have that in Thailand?
Call it. I don't know what you would
Call
it
that
there,
the
but-
elephant card, the
Yeah.
chang, bat chang or something like that,
There's so many things you could do with it.
Yeah, and I think they're missing out. But now with the QR codes and everything like
It's
that.
coming. It's coming.
Do you guys take the QR here?
Yeah.
You do. So
Yeah,
you see,
even
that's,
before Visa.
yeah. So that's the thing now is that almost everybody. Now the taxi driver that I was with, I go, do you take the QR? Can I? And I was like, on gun, am I?
Yeah, your own gun.
And he's like, no. So I was like, all right, you got to stop at the ATM because I need to get some cash.
Right.
But
Oh yeah, that's so.
most of the taxi drivers now, they either have a placard, where you can just scan it
Scan
right
it,
there,
yeah.
or they have at least they have a number, and
It's
they'll.
usually their wives' account, isn't it? The taxi.
It might probably. That's probably how the wives set it up. Yeah. Wow. Oh. So your father is in the chat right now.
Oh, is it? Hi, Dad.
Hit the thumbs up. Yes. What is this here?
Thumbs up for Scotty.
Watch the abs. Oh, hey, my damn trip. Thanks for getting that hat. I appreciate it. Hope you like it. Like I said, if you use the code AIB10, you get 10% off all the apparel, the shirts, and the hat, and all that stuff. Yeah, Kinyao. So do you have a lot of Western friends, or are they mostly Thai?
I probably only have Western or like Lukrung friends.
Really?
Yeah. Or if they're Thai, they speak English. Because we got used to just speaking English in our international schools.
Oh.
So I went to Harrow.
Oh, you did?
Most
Oh,
of my
yeah.
friends went
Yeah,
to
yeah.
international schools.
Yeah, I thought about going there. If I had one kid, I would have put him in there.
Right.
But I had two, and it was just too expensive.
Just double the
Because it's
best, bro.
expensive, you know.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah. And
expensive.
it's more expensive now than it was back when it was my time.
Yeah, I mean,
It's nuts.
God, I was looking before, and it was something like it's like $450,000 for a kid,
Yeah,
and then of
yeah.
course there's in some of the places
Add-ons,
it's
right.
like, oh, we need 100,000.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
tried to get the kids into a place. It's out by Ramkhamhaeng 39/1.
International school?
It's an international school, like a high school.
Okay.
And they have like, and I think it was only a high school. They didn't have like they only had from like Ma Nung to Ma Ho.
Ah, right.
They didn't
Secondary.
have under.
Just secondary.
Yeah,
not
just
under.
secondary.
Right.
And in order to get in there, first you had to know somebody like that would had some clout.
Connections.
And I only knew like really one person, and I didn't want to call on him to do that because I didn't want to owe him a favor.
Yeah.
And I was like, and plus, then it would be like, okay, so I need this favor, and then you still have to give 100,000, 150,000 just to get into the school,
Yeah.
and that's per kid.
Yeah. That's
So I
nuts.
was like, nah, that's just too much,
But now I think now you're spoiled for choice. Because back in my
There's a
time,
lot of choices,
there's-
yeah.
and back in my time, I think there were like 4 international schools that were decent.
Now there's like 15 or
now
20.
There's more than 7-Elevens. Yeah.
That's why we put my kids into bilingual, and for the first, I don't know, 6 years, 8 years, 6 years, I think, they went to all the bilingual classes and everything, and then it was like, I speak better English than my teacher, and I was like, well, then I don't want to pay if you're speaking better English than some of your teachers, you know.
Yeah.
And so now, like, my oldest son goes to Sinakaren We Road,
Okay.
and they only teach in English.
I've been out of the loop, so I don't know the new ones really, but yeah.
Yeah, that one's on Asok.
Oh, okay.
And then my other one goes to Bangkok University.
I'll be you at the
Yeah.
Kuen An Pai?
It's
the
right
Rangsit one.
over by Rangsit.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
so there's
yeah.
two,
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And so he's another one, he's got an apartment out there.
Okay, well,
And-
yeah, have to.
But they teach, if you don't speak English, you don't get into that school.
Ah,
You
okay,
you have to
okay.
speak English. You have to
International.
test in English. And,
Right,
so, things are getting better, I think. There are a lot of things that are getting better in Thailand. But I think
Yeah.
Thailand, for tourism, I think Thailand has a lot more competition than it had in the past. And not only for tourism, but for expats.
Yeah.
There are other places that, because, like I was saying about the government, there are certain things like Anutin saying, I don't know if you heard when he said, oh, these dirty Farang are the one who brought in the COVID.
Oh, right. Yeah. I know Tin.
Well, he's trying to be prime minister.
Yeah.
And I don't know how Thai people will take to that. I can't see him winning, but
Yeah.
you never know,
I'm not really a political guy, but
Neither am I, not when it comes to here. And I get sick of hearing about it and everything because I can't do anything about it, so what's the point,
Yeah.
I just kind of listen and see, well,
Observe.
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And, the whole thing is the attitude, for me and for a lot of people who are watching, it's the attitude towards the foreigner and about living in Thailand. And I think some of the places, I was talking to my buddy the other day, like in Ecuador, because he's got a place in Ecuador. And the Ecuadorians, they're really welcoming. They want people, they want expats. They want people to come in. They're not saying only the rich expats can come here. They
Yeah.
set the standards and they say you can come in here. And in Thailand, they're trying, and I understand now because what's happened is there's so many people have come here. They kind of got to limit it a little bit. So
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
trying to narrow things down, but they they have to be careful they don't alienate people.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess plenty of tourists are coming now. They're starting to come back now. You know, from all the places that I've been the last couple of months, there's a lot more tourists.
Especially with the weed thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right? Becoming the Amsterdam of Asia here.
Now, are you?
I'm pro weed.
You're pro weed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love weed. I love weed.
I love weed. What about Kratom?
Kratom, never tried. Bro.
You never tried it?
Never tried.
Oh, you know, and I actually thought maybe I should bring some tea that I make, but I thought, nah, that might be a little too.
You make some, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Kratom tea.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll talk afterwards about
Okay.
it.
The thing about the Kratom,
Yeah.
you know, like I went to the south and on the land that we have, I didn't know it, but we have a couple of trees, Kratom trees.
Right.
And so my
Oh,
wife's.
you had them without knowing.
We have them. No, what happened was we had them. Yeah, I didn't know that they were growing there.
Right.
But I was looking around. I go, oh, we got this new stuff growing.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
wow, this is great, you know.
Uh,
And so my wife's, the brother-in-law said, oh yeah, I got the trees right here. And I go, oh. And I go, what's it like? Oh, here, have a couple of leaves.
dry leaves. Or
So yeah, the dry leaves. And so I had 2 leaves, and my son had 1, and that's not all that much. They're you know, in the South they drive around with a satchel full of
Exactly,
leaves,
yeah.
and,
should know what to
whenever
do.
they feel like it, they just have a couple of leaves. And then you know, when I got back here, my wife said, "Oh, we're gonna have some durian coming, or we're gonna have some mangoes coming. They're gonna send them by train or whatever, right?" I said, "Oh, well, tell them to send some of those Kratom, the leaves." And she goes, why do I have to do that? You can get them right at the market.
Yeah.
I go, really?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let me. So the other day I did a video
Yeah.
on how you do it. And, you can leave them. What you do is you get the leaves and just kind of crush them up a little bit.
Get
And-
the oils out.
Yeah, to get the alkaloids,
Okay.
the part that, is
Yeah,
the
gives you
stimulant
the-
that gives you the
stimulant,
buzz.
yeah.
And it's really like a really strong coffee, but like I did the video, I had some footage and I thought, oh, I use this. Then I started looking at it, I went, I better do another one. So I did another one and I made a cup of tea and I made, they sell them in bottles, already
Oh,
pre-made. They sell
I've
the
seen-
drinks.
Yeah, I've seen those craft like Kratom drinks they're trying to do.
No,
that.
these are like, they get like a water bottle, like an old water bottle,
Okay.
and they fill those up with what they do is at night they go home,
Oh.
they leave it sit overnight, and then it gets really strong,
Oh,
and
okay.
then they put it in a bottle,
Kinda
and
like
they,
the truest,
yeah, I mean, like the longer you steep it,
Mhm.
then the more of the alkaloids that come in. You
Come
put a
out.
little lemon juice in there because it stimulates the alkaloids to come out of the leaves.
Okay.
And so I guess they leave it overnight or something. They sell it for like 40 baht for a small bottle and 100 baht for a big bottle.
Okay.
So I bought a small bottle.
Right.
So I drank like half the bottle, 2/3 of the bottle, and I had a cup of tea. And the next thing I know, I was like, man, I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I can't get to sleep.
Right.
It was-
teacher, so good.
Okay, cool. All right. So right now, they got a
latte art teacher.
latte art teacher, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let me read what we got here in the comments.
Anita, powerful. How about how block?
I'm a friend of the father. You're watching, Andy. Nice setup and great to see the shop. Yeah, it's very nice. We'll have to talk to management for Gennaro. Leave Gennaro out of this. He's a bad influence on these girls. Although I have to tell you that I talked to what's her name? Beer. About, what does she think about the marijuana and the kratom? And she's like, no, never. And I was like, do you still live with your mother? Yes, I still live with my mother. So, it tells you a little something. Thanks, it's been a journey, but it's nice to see it's opening and work. Yeah, it's very, very nice, very new, clean. The sign's supposed to go up soon, so that's great. Well, hopefully that's how my sons will be. They'll be well raised and very polite and well spoken. Could you please give Scott a coffee cocktail, Chris, if not too early? A coffee cocktail? Okay.
Espresso martini.
Okay, cool. I'll take him if he can produce the steamed milk. Oh, God. You have a fan, Chris.
Thank you.
You have a female fan.
Woohoo!
All right, so. Sorry, I'll turn the mic. There we go. So, if you don't have to, it doesn't matter because it's copyright. Copyright. But that's all right. I mean, if you want to, you can. It's all right. Somewhere. I'd like to watch her do the coffee art if it's possible. Yeah.
We're just talking about, what the aspects.
So we're gonna see a little coffee art, a little latte art. Got some nice sweets in here. That's the problem with coffee shops. They all have the good sweets, and they're hard to resist. This is lemon poppy seed cake. Poppy seed. Oh, I like that. Anything with poppies is good. There's the logo right there. IDK, I don't know. So let's just take a look here and watch this. I'll shut up for a minute. I should have known on the back of this tablet it's Happy Land Supply. He's got the Happy Land Supply sticker. Yeah, yeah, I know. I have a pack of rolling papers from them, and also on the back of my laptop I have it's like a D sticker or something. It's from one of the shops.
Right. They have stickers. Yeah, we're all happy land here.
That's pretty cool. I'm sure this place is going to get packed during lunch and stuff in early morning when people start opening up.
They're just doing some prep work.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I've always been interested in knowing how they do this.
When you fancy that espresso martini?
Anytime. I'm always ready. Doesn't matter that it's before 10 o'clock in the morning.
We can have it anytime. This is happy.
It's funny because I live in Happy Land, in the Happy Land area,
Is it
Bangkok.
Bangkok?
Yeah. And you know that it used to be called Happy Land because there were a lot of soapies there. Yeah, and they changed it over, and now they're shopping and stuff. But it used to be there was a couple of Soapies there, and they called it Happy Land.
I haven't been there since forever.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of traffic on Lot Brow.
Yeah. Have they finished the BTS on that?
No, they should be finished any time now. So I'm waiting for that. That'll be great. And you know they got an electric boat. You know they have the CASHAPP is diesel, the old CASHAPP, but it continues from just past Bangkok, the mall Bangkok, just the exit past there. It continues. They have an electric boat. It goes for about an hour and it goes to Minbury. And it's really cool, man. I mean, it's so quiet and.
Doesn't sound like us, but.
Oh man, it's awesome. There's another one on one of the other canals. I forget the name of the canal, but. So you're getting a lesson. You guys are getting a lesson today. So she's mixing it all up. I have absolutely no idea what they're doing or the process, which is what I'm trying to figure out right now. Okay, that's cocoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I should have brought a bottle of tequila.
I could do a nice daiquiri.
With tequila?
Yeah. Daiquiri lime.
Have you done bartending before? No? You just
YouTube bartender. COVID got me.
Really? You know, my wife has started, like, for the last couple of weeks, she's like, she comes home, she's like, I could use a drink. So she gets some tequila, she mixes it with, like a blue soda. You know, the blue, like Fanta or what? No, it's like a Fanta or something. And then she gets some little, you know the little canomes, they're in like it's not a canome, it's a gel.
A jelly bean.
Like a jelly, no, it's like a triangle, shaped like a triangle, and they put like different colors. It's like a Jello almost.
Okay. So you put that in as a garnish?
You freeze it or whatever, and you put it in the drink with ice, and then she mixes something else in there, and she's like, I saw it on YouTube. She's another one. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's all on YouTube, man.
I'm like, go ahead, have another one.
Yeah.
So did they teach you did you have somebody come in and the people with the machines teach you how to?
Not really.
No?
No, I bought this second hand.
Oh, really?
It's, I got a lot. It's a lot cheaper than getting it first hand. Obviously.
Yeah.
So this costed 300K.
Holy shit, man.
But if you're getting it first hand, it's 500.
Wow.
Or like 480.
Yeah. So that's two. Is that two? You got three.
3 heads, yeah.
Three heads,
Three
and then
group heads.
it's what, two steamers?
It's 2 steamers on the end.
Uh-huh.
So when you got your steam one here, and then the 3 group heads.
Okay.
And yeah, this guy does all the work. It's not me, dude.
Yeah. Well, I got one of those Rokes. Have you ever heard of it? A Roke?
Road?
It's like a press.
Oh, okay.
It's you.
A French press?
No, it's like you basically what you do is you put it in a what do you call the basket?
A portafilter?
Yeah, you put it in the filter. Yeah, one of those, right?
Porta
Filters. You put it in there. You tamp it down. You put it in. You lock it in, and then you get the hot water. You put the hot water in the top, and then you have like these handles that you pull up, and the water drops down into the coffee, and then you press it down.
Yeah, with the pressure.
Right, and the pressure brings and makes it. And I went to a shop in Minbury.
Right.
And the guy had like this really tricked out machine like I have, and it made fantastic coffee. My coffee's all right,
Okay.
but
Nice.
yeah, I'm always using that.
I can't remember what's the name of this. Is it an aero press?
No, that one is a Roke. It's R-O-K.
Oh, RO.
But the AeroPress I think that's portable. The AeroPress is portable. Yeah. I had one before. It was called the Litchi. Litchi is Litchi, and it was really good when it worked, but it was made of plastic, So what happened is the plastic and the seal would wear really quickly, and then it would leak. And once it leaks, you can't get any pressure. So, but it made great coffee. I was really surprised, you know. But these things are, you know, these are like these are professional grade. These are, you know, to make real espressos.
You gotta have one of these.
This is kind of foolproof, right?
Yeah. Full,
Now, how many grams do you put in for an espresso? 7?
So it varies a lot.
Right.
So we go for 21 grams.
21 grams.
To our double espresso.
Okay, so yeah, that's a lot
Or
actually.
double ristretto. Same.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Because I think I used to buy Illy all the time,
Oh,
Illy
yeah.
coffee, but it's a bit expensive.
It is.
And I would use I measured it out and everything. It was 14 grams I would put 14 grams
For a
in
single shot, right?
for a double.
Oh, double.
It was a double.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But these sizes, they come in different sizes. So like maybe yours could be.
Yeah, mine's a little smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 58.5 centimeters diameter. So it's more space for more coffee.
Wow.
But yeah, foolproof.
What do you sell the most of? What kind of coffee?
I'd say Americano.
Really?
A long black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long black.
Yeah,
I know people just not really milk lovers these days. Maybe a lot of lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
But
You don't have anybody coming in going, "Can I use the soy milk and all that kind of stuff?" Yeah. Well, hopefully you won't. But I drink espresso because if I drink a big cup of coffee, like, you know, I used to, like, I worked in Alaska, and you know, the only way you could stay up 24 hours was you're constantly drinking coffee on your breaks. Yeah, it was hard work. It was hard work, but it was cool. I got to see some. No, but I saw like bald eagles and walruses and lots of snow, and I mean, it was pretty cool. You know, I mean, now I'm glad I did it, but I'm glad I'm done with it because it was really hard work. I mean, you'd work for 24 hours and you would stink like fish, and you'd go to bed like if you could take a shower, but then that means less time to sleep, and you're exhausted. You know, so. All right, so she's ready. She's ready to go.
All right, let me make you.
All right, let's watch this.
Espresso.
An espresso martini. Thank you, Andy, for recommending this.
I'm gonna make an espresso martini, but it's kind of like a riff. So,
Okay.
It's usually vodka.
Okay.
But now we're using bourbon.
Okay.
So it's gonna taste a bit like an Irish coffee.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with that.
You can never go wrong getting a guy drunk when he comes into your place. That's another reason why you don't need to drive in Bangkok. If you're a drinker, you never have to worry about getting pulled over. Oh, I like her shirt also. I'm your coffee and sunshine. That's nice. They're both cool. They're both cool. Yeah. Yeah, Johnny Siam says, "This is the taste test I wanted to see."
This is from Johnny Siam, by the way.
Oh, okay. Dowlo. How you doing, Dowlo? Yeah, you could come to the Mahanakhon Tower, and then when you're done, you come down here.
Oh yeah, the Skywalk.
Maybe yeah.
Check out the Skywalk first.
Yeah.
Come for a few drinks.
You know, I went up and tried to stream on top of the Skywalk, and no 4G or whatever it was. The 4G was really weak because you're so high up.
But you could take a clip, yeah. But
Yeah. I did take some footage.
Right.
And at the time, it was like 50% off. It was reasonably
right?
priced. Yeah.
Now they're really expensive.
What are they, like 1,200 baht or something?
Yeah.
Even the what is it, Bobe? If you want to bring your camera up there.
Right.
Now, if you bring a phone in your pocket, they're not going to say anything. But if you, like, I went up there with a tripod and a camera, they're like, that's 500 baht. You got to pay 500 baht. All right, so he's tamping it down right now.
One
I like those tamps actually. The tamps that the one you have there, the wooden one where you turn it and it locks it in better.
Right.
My tamp is just a little plastic spoon kind of thing. Come on down to I Don't Know Cafe, IDK. There it is right there on his back, IDK. Very easy to remember. What's the name of that place? I don't know.
What are you doing? I don't know. What are we doing?
What do you want to drink? I don't know. Well, I want an espresso martini. Probably put a quadruple shot of bourbon in there. He's gonna get me hammered. I'm gonna get lost in Bangkok. This is my version of The Hangover. You guys won't see me for another 6 months. Here we go. It's been a long time since I had one of these. Ooh, you had dengue fever. Dengue fever, I had that. Nicholas had it. It is no fun. Dengue is no fun, that's for sure. All right, look at this. Here we go. You're better now, I take it? He had the dengue. Anytime you see a chilled martini glass, it's a good thing. Sawadee-ka.
That's my mom.
Oh, sawadee-ka. Nice to meet you. Ooh, look at that. That looks powerful.
Oh, it will be.
Oh yeah, look at that. All right.
Never too early for this?
No,
Okay, then one shot then.
you only live once. All right, look at that. Here we go. Here we go. This is the taste test. The test is the taste.
Super simple.
Is it?
Yeah. But you just gotta use the right ingredients.
It's smooth, actually. I expected but you can taste the bourbon. Oh yeah, that's strong.
It's good.
That's good. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a kick. The flavor creeps up on you a little bit. It almost looks like Guinness. Oh, it's quite good. In my ever advancing age, normally after I do a stream, especially one where I have to travel a little bit, thank you, Andy. Usually I go back home, and for the next 2 hours after arriving, I do nothing but chill out. And I'm not a big drinker, but this is very good. I'm not a bourbon drinker. Generally, I don't drink whiskey because of my experiences with Jack Daniels when I was young. Oh, yeah. Very good. Don't worry, I'll drink it all. I can guarantee you. It will be confirmed that I drink it all. All right, so this, I guess, I don't know what that is, but she's getting it all ready over here. I've had the espresso martini with vodka, but I've never had it with bourbon. And like I said, I'm not a big whiskey drinker, but I like this. This is good. Very smooth. Let's see if we can get in here and see this.
ถ้าเป็นยากครั้งเนี่ยใช้เทนมก่อนแล้วค่อยใส่น้ำแข็งใช่แล้วมันจะสวยกว่า
มันจะไม่เลอะน้ำแข็ง
ใช่ไม่เลอะน้ำแข็งแล้วมันก็จะเป็นชั้นเลยนะคะ
จริงๆเทเนี่ยง่ายกว่า
Magic.
ต้มแล้วมันจะจมมันจะไม่ได้อันนี้แต่ถ้าเรา
ตัวนี้ใช่ไหม
ใช่เวลามันจะจมเพราะว่าไอ้กาแฟมันจะเป็นร่องน้ำนมมันจะเป็นร่องน้ำแข็งเพราะนั้นเนี่ยก็คือเราเทนมก่อนใส่น้ำแข็งแล้วก็ตักเลย
แล้วก็ต้องเทน้ำแข็งแบบให้มันไม่สปลาชใช่ไหม
ไม่เลยค่ะยังไงก็ได้แล้วก็อีกอันนึง
อันนี้ก็ต้องเพิ่มน้ำแข็งเดี๋ยวมันจะเยอะไป
ลองเอาเนี่ยลองเอาผสมครีมสดวิธี
เป็นยี่ห้อเป็นของพอดีไหม
ของอะไรก็ได้
ไม่ต้องเป็นของแพง
ใช่เพราะว่า
ลาเต้เย็นค่ะใส่ถุงไหมคะหรือว่าสะดวกใส่ถุง
จริงและส่วนนมต่อไอครีมเป็นยังไงครับ
ก็คือเอาครีมลงก่อนหรือว่าครีมเอาครีมใส่ลงไปแล้วครีมจะเอาผสมใส่ไปตามที่เราทำถูกแต่ว่าทุกอย่างแต่ปกติที่จะใช้ก็ขึ้นครับ
ครึ่งครับ
ก็คือแค่120
20ใช่ไหมครับแล้วใส่เต็มเลยเสร็จใส่เพิ่มเป็น
แล้วก็ใส่วิปครีมแล้วก็ใส่น้ำเเนี่ยคนใส่เกลือในนี้เป็นนั่นเขาจะไม่อันตรายเขาจะเป็นขวดคือแต่ตัวนี้ไม่รู้เลยว่า
Longhorns, what was the name of that drink that we had where they put the milk, I think, in the freezer? I think it was the milk. They put the milk in the freezer. Do you remember? can't remember what the name of that drink was. It goes quick. Yeah, dirty. Is it a dirty cappuccino? I don't really remember. Dirty what? Just dirty white, maybe. Dirty white coffee. Scott, the is some of the stuff on the bench, the brown bottle with the yellow label. All right, now I think she's getting ready to do something over here. That one's got ice in it. Oh, Kahlua. Yeah, that's Kahlua over there, straight ahead. In the middle of the screen is Kahlua, next to the monkey shoulder. Okay, so that's interesting. This is just milk?
Yeah.
Milk with ice.
This is milk, but not milk. Like, it's not the milk we use to make drinks. This is only for practicing latte art.
Oh.
Because we don't want to use the real milk.
Oh. Oh, is it powdered milk? Is that what it is?
Well, it came in the form of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got it.
It's a good substitute.
Huh.
Because you wouldn't want to use the real deal.
Too expensive, huh?
Stuff.
Yeah.
So we're trying to mimic the espresso.
Oh.
That's
So it's just cocoa. So you don't even use real. So you're just okay. I got you.
We're just trying to get the techniques done.
Because it's a lot cheaper to do this, especially if you got to do it 10 or 20 times. Yeah.
Especially if you're a slow learner like me.
What do you know what the name of the drink is where you put the milk in the freezer?
Yeah.
Dirty
coffee.
It's just a dirty coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's lots of dirties this time. It depends how dirty you want to be.
Lots of dirties now. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So they're using cocoa in place of the coffee, and they're using it looks like a kind of a powdered milk instead of real milk. You know, this art is like, it really is art. I mean, there's people who they do this stuff all over the world and do all kinds of stuff with these. I don't even know what you call it. I mean, latte art, I guess, but it's serious business, this latte art. They have competitions all over the world and stuff like that. Anyway, let's take a look here. Oh, so I guess the longer you keep it down, then the thicker it will be. The thicker the art will be. Yes, I like it dirty. I like it extremely filthy. I like a helicopter. Gennaro, I did not know this, but Preo has a couple of tattoos, so she's maybe a little into the dirty coffee.
เวลาสตรีมนมให้ได้ยินเสียงฟิตอย่าฟอดฟิตแล้วก็นิ่งๆ
Name of my cat, Sid, aka Newman. Okay, so she's got the milk.
อันนี้มันเป็นเขาเรียกว่าไมโครโฟนนะคะเวลาเพลงนะเพลงข้างๆ
ให้โดนกาแฟก่อน
ใช่ เพราะว่าหนึ่งใช่ให้เพลงข้างๆนะคะอย่าไปเพลงพูดเนี่ยนี่ค่ะใช่ไหมคะปุ๊บได้ขึ้นแก้วละค่อยๆคืนแก้วค่อยๆคืนแก้วค่อยๆคืนแก้วเป็นแบบจบ
Wow,
นี่นะคะเนี่ย
it's a heart.
แล้วก็คือคือเอาตรงนี้ก่อน อันดับแรกคือเอาหัวใจก่อนเอาหัวใจก่อน แล้วมันเห็นไหมคะคือมือมันต้องประสานกันถ้ามือประสานกันไปปุ๊บมันก็สามารถที่จะคือจะแบบเหมือนดันลงไปเองแล้วมันก็จะสร้างรูปของมันไปเอง อันนี้เรายังไม่ใส่นะ อันนี้คือนิ่งๆก่อน
คือแบบเบสิก
ก่อนอันนี้ค่ะแล้วพอจากนั้นเห็นไหมคะเราก็ตัดเป็นเส้นตัดจบ
จริงๆมันมีเบสิก
Interesting
อะไรนะ
ที่แบบไม่มีตัดเลย
ไม่มีตัดเลย
ใช่
ใช่
มังเฮด
เขาเหมือนกับแบบแค่สร้างให้มันเกิดลูกกลมๆก่อน เพราะบางคนเขายังไม่รู้อะไรก็แค่สร้างก่อนอะไรอย่างเงี้ยแล้วอันเนี้ยก็สามารถเทไปเทมาได้โดยที่
ตรงนี้สวย
ใช่เพราะว่าถ้าเราไอ้นี่
ทำคันวาสตอนแร
ใช่
ก
นั่นแหละอันนี้ก็คือแบบที่จะเป็นต้นแบบ
โอเคอันนี้เป็นแบบ
So this is a basic design.
ตีนะครับ
จะดีเดียวเอาอันนี้
Show the love. Show the love with the coffee. No worries, Andy. It's a pleasure to be here and to meet your son and your wife. And interesting.
สีแดงนี่
Yeah, Andy obviously has a channel on YouTube, Bangkok ChitChat, and also on Facebook and Instagram. It's IDK Cafe BKK. And if you don't know what IDK means, I don't know. Yeah, we can come here together, Longhorns.
เพราะว่าถ้าเราไม่เอาหูหันตัวเราปุ๊บเนี่ยมันจะเป็นรูปอีกอย่างหนึ่ง
Oh yeah.
สตรีมนม
All right. So now he steams he foams the milk.
เอาผิวๆเอาด้านใต้ใช่นะผิวๆอ่ะ
I was looking for the Vietnam Film Festival, the Hanoi Film Festival, and they still haven't finalized it. So I don't know what's happening with that, but it's in November supposedly. Okay. Yeah, you have to get it to drop apparently. Scoop off the top. they've got Tanqueray, rum, whiskey, Cointreau, Kahlua.
จับเอาที่ถนัดแล้วก็อันนี้อันที่จับลงมาจะเขียนไม่ฝังจับลงไหม
There we go.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's close. A little work, I think. Pretty close. That looks like a big apple. Looks like a big apple. The other one looks like a heart. I didn't know that they use. I didn't even think of the fact that they use like cocoa in place of the espresso, in place of the coffee. All gone. There we go. That one's better. Much better. Yeah.
คืออันดับสองนะคือเวลาเราเทปุ๊บเนี่ยเราต้องค่อยๆคลีนแก้วด้วยใช่ไหม
อันนี้ต้องไปด้วยใช่ไหมใช่ไหม
There are people that make trees. They make all kinds of stuff with this art.
ตัดจบเลยเพราะว่าถ้าสมมติว่าอย่างอันแรกอ่ะมันจะมีพวกเนี่ยขาวๆอยู่เยอะเพราะเนี่ยเราไม่
ไป
ได้
เยอะ
สู
เลย
ง
อ๋อ ถ้ายกสูงมันจะลงไปข้างล่างใช่ไหมเนาะ
แต่ถ้าเรากดเบี้ยเมื่อไหร่นมก็จะกระจายแต่อันเนี้ยก็คือให้ได้กดไปก่อนแล้วเนี่ยมันมีกระมังไหมคะ
กระมังมีครับนี่ข้างล่างนี่เลย
ที่บอก
Karamang.
กระมังนี้ก็คือ
เทเอาไว้เท
ไม่ใช่ค่ะเดี๋ยวนี้
Very interesting. We'll watch one more, eh?
ผงช็อกโกแลตอ๋ออะไรก็ได้ผงช็อกโกแลต
They have all kinds of yummy drinks here. most of the time I try to stay away from those. I just stick with the espresso because there's no sugar in it. But, you know, once in a while you got to splurge. You got to live a little.
แล้วผมอย่างนี้เลย
Okay, so he puts the chocolate in.
แล้วคนเห็นไหมแต่ว่าเอาให้เลยเทได้เลย
Oh, wow. Wow. Takes a lot of practice. I think there's enough booze here to get you on your way at least. I had a drink in Chiang Mai. Was it Chiang Mai? No, Phuket, at the Monkey Tree restaurant. I think it was Cointreau, milk, and espresso. And you combine them all. A shot of each of them. You combine them all.
เชื่อมีครับอ๋ออยากได้หวานใช่ไหมครับ
She wants it a little sweeter.
มันจะต้องมีก่อน
My wife always says, one noi. I only wanted a little sweet. It's a process. If I ever get myself a real espresso maker with a steamer on it, maybe I'll try to do this. But I'm not going to do it with my espresso. Cannot. I'll leave it to the professionals. If you ever get a chance, look up some of the channels where they have the barista, the super barista, and they show you exactly how the espresso or coffee or whatever kind of drink it is made. Usually it's some Italian guy and they've got some great machine. They got a lot of good videos out on it. Gennaro is the barista hunter. For the pasting trade, what's the pasting trade? It's right off of Silom, so once they get the sign up, it should be very easy to find. Yeah, it's close to the Labua, close to the hospital, close to the Mahanakon Tower.
ไม่รู้สูตรมาแล้วนะเดี๋ยวมานั่งฝึกกันปิดร้านฝึกแล้วเนี่ย
Let's see now. She makes that like it's nothing. Once you get the technique down, I guess it's pretty straightforward. At least just the heart. Here's another one. I'm sure she'll know what that is. Better you tell her to make the devil's horns. That's interesting.
อันนี้จะใช้ซ้ำไหมคะหรือไม่ใช่เทมาหรือว่าเทก่อน
I see. All right.
อันนี้ไม่ค่อยถนัดแต่ว่าตั้งแต่เดินเอาอันนี้ที่ลองใช้อันนี้
You probably want to put some sugar. You put some sugar in the cocoa. Nicholas drinks cocoa with no sugar in it. I mean, he makes a hot chocolate. He doesn't put any sugar in it. And I'm like, tastes nasty, but he likes it. Anyway, you're at the I Don't Know Cafe, the IDK Cafe. Like I said, you can follow Andy at his channel at Bangkok ChitChat on YouTube or on Facebook at IDK Cafe BKK. All the information is already down below in the description. Do me a favor, remember to smash the like button and subscribe. Join the channel as a member. Everything is down below in the description. So ตอนนี้ขอจบก่อน we're all finished ขอบคุณทุกคนสำหรับการรับชม which means thank you for watching ดูแลตัวเอง take care of yourself แค่นี้นะครับ thank you very much that is all don't forget to click the description we'll watch this going out here don't forget to click the like button and all that good stuff. Like I said, check the description, and for a limited time only, use the code AIB and the number 10. Get 10% off all my shirts and hats, and the mugs will be going up shortly. Get 10% off all that stuff for a limited time, and thank you for your support. I appreciate it, and I'm out of here. I will see you when I see you, but I want to see him do one more before we go. So let's just watch. I'll shut up. Starting to look like a heart. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. There we go. Looks like a leaf. right now. Looks like a big leaf and a heart. Anyway. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you, May.
พี่เมย์
พี่เมย์
พี่พี
PP. Okay. Thank you. ขอบคุณมากครับ ขอบคุณมาก
Thanks Scotty
Okay.
Cheers.
We'll see you later.
See you later,
Coffee
guys.
or me? I'm your coffee and sunshine.
Yes sir.
There we there we go. I'll talk to you guys later.
Happy land
Yes, Happy Land. We love Happy Land. IDK.
Thank you